Killer Klowns from Outer Space is a 1988 horror comedy film, directed, produced, and written by the Kyoto brothers, a group of siblings from Bronx, New York who specialize in practical effects and claymation. Killer Klowns from Outer Space is an off-the-wall, popcorn-flinging, cotton-candy-spinning, goofy time full of creative kills and even more creative special effects. The story takes place in the fictional town of Crescent Cove, where two of our main cast, played by Grant Kramer and Suzanne Snyder, see a meteor fly in from space and crash in the near woods. Of course, they go to check it out, and lo and behold, it's not a meteor at all, but a circus tent. They go inside only to discover it's full of clowns, as extraterrestrial terror comes to Crescent Cove. The rest of the movie, we get to see our characters deal with the situation, trying desperately to convince the rest of the town, especially the police force, of what's going on. This is interspersed with scenes where we get to see the clowns just exploring and doing what they do best.
Something's wrong. This doesn't feel right. Weren't we looking for the shooting star?
Come on, this looks neat. Let's check this out.
No. Let's go. I've seen enough.
The story of this film is simple yet effective. It works as a perfect frame for the Kyoto brothers to show off what they do best: conjure creative creatures and out-of-the-box scenes with increasingly fun gags and effects. The clowns are the stars of the film, and they get plenty of screen time as they slowly take over the town during the course of the night. The scenes range from goofy and violent to downright creepy. My favorite attack is a very clever scene where a clown is showing off his shadow puppet skills to a group of pedestrians. His puppets get increasingly more complex as the scene goes on, and watching these people's reactions is hilarious. Of course, it ends in terror, as is the way of the Space Clown, but it's such a perfect mix of delight and horror that represents this movie as a whole. Throughout the movie, each scene with the clowns seeks to show off a new concept, a new prop, and new effect in an entirely fun and scary way, delighting us each time and building anticipation for the next. For that, I will say the production put on is the highlight of the film. Let's talk about story and characters. Like I said before, the story itself isn't anything new, but it's what the Kyoto brothers do with that setup that strikes gold. The characters themselves are actually quite likable. Our main trio of Mike, Debbie, and Dave are all great personalities caught in a love triangle while simultaneously dealing with the clown epidemic. Even the supporting characters here are charming and hilarious. Dave's partner, back at the police station, makes for great comedic moments throughout as he's convinced the whole town is playing a prank on him and the clowns aren't real. His scenes are some of my favorites. Mike's friends, the Terenzi brothers, are also great comedic additions. Two guys who spend the majority of the film driving around an ice cream truck in attempts to pick up dates. The writing here can't be missed, and the Kyoto brothers really know how to write comedic relief. A great support to the effects and the clowns, the story and main cast in the film uphold the foundation and really help to make this a great movie. So yeah, I just want to say I'm making this my first Pajama Theater episode, because this film actually is what sparked my love for that perfect blend of horror and cheese. About 10 years or so ago, my friends and I came across Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I can't quite remember if it was on the early days of Netflix streaming, or if we had found a physical copy somewhere, but I do remember having the theme song stuck in my head like an earworm for the next week or so after watching it. I absolutely loved it. I don't think I quite knew why at the time. The goofy scenes with the creative effects certainly tugged at my love for film, but so too was I creeped out by the clowns. That rush of terror and laughs made for the perfect concoction that sparked a slow ramp toward my love of low-budget horror today.
Nobody stores cotton candy like this.
What are you talking about? Of course it is. Look.
So what else is there to say? Killer Klowns from Outer Space is definitely a film worth checking out, whether you're a fan of the genre, or maybe you just want to dip your toes. From the zany characters to the kills, both goofy and terrifying, Killer Klowns has something for everyone. Grab your popcorn, your cotton candy, and your sugary snacks. You're in for a treat.